Good afternoon. Welcome to Andertons TV.
Hey.
It's Acoustic Paradiso.
It must be Monday. How's it going, Ben?
It's good. It's good.
And what delights have we got for the viewers today?
We have got the new Fender Smolder Acoustic Overdrive.
Smouldering. I like it. It reminds of the word we use when Pete Honore looks at you. He just gives it the smolder. So what's the point of the smolder? What's going on here?
Well, I think what they've done is they've voiced the pedal and designed it for acoustic players. So I mean, overdrive on acoustic is fairly uncommon, but that riff that we just started with, the Street Fighter Man riff, that was done on acoustic guitar, and the overdrive then came from a little tape machine.
Who knew?
It was overdrive, and I think Brown Sugar was the same.
Really?
Yeah.
He says, really?
So John Martin's used fuzz in the past, and John Butler kind of, people have used it, and I know John Gomm uses overdrive and stuff.
Okay, I mean, there's certainly, to the best of my knowledge, it's not a big category of pedal, is it? I'm trying to think if there's, I mean, I know when Mike Dawes was in, he has an overdrive pedal on his board, and I can't remember which one it is, but I can't think of another brand that does a dedicated acoustic drive pedal.
No, I've never seen one. I know, people use them. But
so, knobs and buttons wise, we have got here, and I think this is perhaps where it's different to a regular electric guitar drive pedal. Yeah. We've got, as well as level and drive, which you'd typically find, we've got a blend control, which is important to get the balance between the clean sound. And then I guess we've got tone, treble, bass, and pickup compensation.
Yeah, which is
that in case your pedal took out PPI insurance or something?
That's it.
If you're quick.
Where there's blame, there's a claim.
Only 2 days. Yeah, I thought that was a pickup compressor, but apparently not.
No, it's. I think the idea is that if you're using kind of piezo pickups that can be a bit bright, it's to tame some of that. Although it seems to take out bass rather than
doesn't do what the manual suggests, does it?
No, but it's useful, I suppose, depending on what pickups you're using.
So the purpose of this video is we're going to get some sounds out of this. Then, of course, the real question that I know you guys want to know is it all bluff and rubbish, and can you just put like a normal distortion pedal into your acoustic guitar and get much the same results? So I thought we'd go and grab like a tube screamer vibe, a rat kind of vibe, and a klon kind of vibe, the sort of the three types of drive circuit, and I'm sure you guys will know if you've got a pedal that's reminiscent of one of those. Before we go any further though, I do just want to talk about why we've chosen this guitar, because this is quite unique, not just in Andertons, I think it's sort of generally quite unique, in that it comes preloaded. This is a Sire 7 series guitar. Beautiful acoustic guitars, solid spruce top, solid rosewood back and sides, and super affordable. But the electronics on it are a bit different. So we've got a magnetic pickup across the sound hole, which my gut feeling is the closest to the kind of pickup that you'd get on an electric guitar, and therefore should react in the most familiar way. But we've also got a piezo pickup in here, normal piezo, and then using this little box here, which comes free with the guitar when you buy it, we can blend. So at the moment you can see we're all the way over to the left, which is this pickup. If I go all the way over to the right, it's the piezo, and of course you can have anything in between. And then there are some EQ controls, and you can see is on the top, but we've just left them all flat. And there's a phase switch as well, which again I'm not going to fiddle with. So all the way over onto this pickup. If you do some playing, I'll do some fiddling.
Okay,
I'll see what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'll do some bluesy stuff, I guess. Kind of sounds acoustic. With
Please do.
Like the old, what was it? The Diamond pickups people used to put in the guitars. Anyway.
ending there was just, you've done this before.
Oh, man.
I will just say to you guys, this is quite difficult to judge where I would want this set in this scenario, because of course, as I'm leaning forward here, I've got the booming sound of the actual guitar in my ear. So in here, I think I'm probably always blending more of the distortion in than maybe it actually needs, because I'm acoustically hearing so much of the dry signal.
Yeah, I think if it's going through a PA, you might need to dial it back a bit, possibly.
Yeah, I think if you're the player, you've probably got to get just used to the idea that even though it might not sound like you've got enough blend or enough drive, you probably have, because you're here, as I said, you're hearing the acoustic sound, whereas your audience are only going to hear this. But I think it sounds, I really like it. I
like the kind of EQ options on it. You know, the pickup compensation does something useful, and the blend control is really useful. I've not seen that on an overdrive before. I've seen it on compressors and stuff for parallel compression, but being able to blend in a little bit.
Well, so that everything you heard there was on the electromagnetic sound hole pickup. Now, not all guitars are going to have one of those. In fact, if anything, it's probably more common to have a piezo fitted, isn't it? So let's swizz it round all the other way.
Okay.
And switch the pedal off. And let's just see what happens, see if we have to adjust anything to get it to sound good still. Straight away, I mean, we're not loud here. We're sitting quite close to our acoustic amp.
Yeah.
But we're not loud. And as soon as you go to the piezo pickup and add distortion, it wants to feed back straight away, doesn't it? Which this pickup compensator seems to eliminate. In other words, so if I turn it off, there you go, feedback straight away. Whereas if I turn this up, it kind of. I'll be honest with you, I say much prefer this. I do prefer this with the sound hole pickup. Yeah. It's easier to control.
I think it's, I don't know, I mean, I guess for live use, it might be quite good for kind of thickening up an acoustic sound, because they can, a loud acoustic guitar with a piezo pickup can sound a bit thin.
Yeah.
But
I like it. I mean, we were saying before we started rolling that, I think there's two sides to this. One is all those old vintage acoustic guitar recordings, when you go back to Robert Johnson or whatever, there's so much saturation on the tape that it's like modern recording is too clean, isn't it? So you almost need to artificially recreate that. Yeah. Or as you were saying, modern players like John Gomm or Mike Dawes or whatever, that just, I mean, I was even thinking, can you see a lot of those sort of Jack White stuff, where again, it's just a dirty old acoustic guitar with a distortion pedal. Yeah.
I mean, I like it more than I thought I would, I've got to be honest.
So look, is it all just a load of guff, basically? So let's just mute the amp and switch over to ye oldie fashioned normal. Now we're using a JHS Bonsai here, because the Bonsai does
this one
like loads of different types of Tube Screamer cloney things. So if we put this on the 808, probably the most famous of all the Tube Screamers, I'm going to go back to the sound hole. In fact, we'll try it with both, but at the moment we're on the sound hole pickup.
Shall I play that?
Yeah. I don't really like that.
No, me either.
I think the lack of the blend control just means we're just not hearing any of the clean sound through it, and it doesn't sound great. Let's swizz it round to the, now we're on the Piezo.
Bridge, yeah. Okay, so...
I still didn't really like it.
No, I'm not mad.
This is really hard, this demo, to do this and not hear what's coming out of there. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the blend control is so far is the thing that really kind of makes this useful.
Yeah, well, it's the type of distortion I think just sounds. It's like not too much, whereas all the electric guitar ones are, I suppose, you know, there's lots, isn't
People
there?
want too much.
Yeah, so let's try again here. So back to the Piezo.
Okay.
No, sorry, the sound hole pickup.
Magnetic. I prefer that one.
So do I. It's better than so there we go.
Yeah.
A rat pedal, and this is the the Jam Rattler, and it's supposed to be like a Proco Rat kind of clone.
Classic acoustic guitar pedal.
Yeah. So back to now we're on the Piezo pickup.
Doesn't work quite so well as the magnetic,
No.
does it?
Well,
It's quite fun.
that's in winning at the moment of the alternatives. We'll try the klon.
Yeah.
And then I think what we'll finish with is I'll plug the Rat and the Smolder in together, and I'll just A/B toggle between them. And I won't adjust the settings because that sounded like good settings there. So the little Tumnus from Wampler is a klon clone, he says, being careful how fast he says that. And let's see what happens here. Back on the sound hole
magnetic.
pickup.
Down a bit. See
You think so?
Maybe.
I just don't.
It's not as nice as the
No, it's
Rattler.
it's a very, very pronounced kind of hump in the mid-range, designed for like lead guitar solos, I think, and it just sort of doesn't really suit the acoustic. Let's try it on the Piezo.
I prefer it.
Isn't that weird?
That's really bizarre.
So there we go. So the Piezo setting doesn't sound, well, it sounds better.
I think I prefer the Rattler though. Out of
Yes.
out of
So
the three
let's
alternatives.
just quickly whack a Rattler in. Right. So to end our little trip down distortion on acoustic guitar road, let's A/B test these two whilst furiously smouldering at the camera. If you could, Ben, could you do that for me?
I try my best.
Maybe we just superimpose a picture of Pete giving it the full blue steel. Here we go. So here's back on this pickup, the sound hole pickup with nothing, and then you'll see from the camera which one's on. But here we go. I'll toggle between them.
Off we go.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of, if you're a speciality acoustic player and you really, really want to spend the money to get something that's just that little bit better, I can see an angle here.
Yeah, I mean, it's
not that expensive, by the way. It's
how much is it?
I think actually of the 3 pedals we got, of all the other pedals we had, I think it's the cheapest one anyway. It's $129.
Okay, cool.
So,
I mean, it's usable if you want to. I think that it's just the blend control. I think is really, and the fact it's got extended EQ options is good. So you can take out some of that low end that feeds back.
I like it. Yeah,
the knobs light up blue.
The knobs light up blue. Anyway. That has been another episode of Acoustic Paradiso on Andertons TV. If you liked this, please subscribe, click that thumbs up button, tell your friends, all those usual things, buy a t-shirt. That's it. Thank you, Ben.
Pleasure, as always.
Yes, always nice to see you. See you later.